This video is created by Nihar from YouTube. This video is created by Nihar from YouTube. 38 different types of melons. Different types of melons written by Nihar for public domain purpose only. There are a lot of different types of melons around the world, each with its own origins, uses and appearance. The Ubari King and Densuk watermelon are among the most expensive fruits in the melon family. These fruits are more expensive due to the demand for their insanely sweet taste, and the fact that they only grow in specific regions of Japan. Types of melons favored in different cultures tend to differ based upon what melon is typically distributed and available in certain regions worldwide. Melons have been around since 2000 years BC, when the Egyptians cultivated them. So you can expect in that span of time that there will be different variations of this fruit with each passing civilization and culture that cultivated it. So far, we have found 38 distinct types. 1. Ananas. Ananas is a type of older melon dating back to the 1800s. The melon is oval in shape and contains soft flesh. This fruit can range in taste depending on the temperature of the climate in which they are harvested. The Anana melon tends to be sweeter in warmer climates, while it can also yield slightly spicy flavors. Lovers who desire an exotic taste palette will love to indulge in this rich melon. Ananas are grown in the Middle East region and are distributed primarily through seed catalogs for local farmers. 2. Apollo. A delicate fruit with a smooth creamy texture. This delicious melon contains a large amount of water and is an exotic melon hailing from Malaysia with a bright eccentric color. Those fruit lovers who want to enjoy a tropical tasting melon that's fresh and juicy are sure to appreciate the Apollo melon. 3. Autumn sweet melon. Autumn sweet melon, a classoup of a bunch of autumn sweet melons in a cart. This tiny round melon contains a vibrant golden yellow color with white flesh. This melon is small with a sugary sweet taste. This melon flavor is bursting. 4. Balin melon. Balin melon and 1/2 with a slice cut into pieces isolated on white background. A very popular melon, where it originates from China, also known as the Lanzhou honeydew melon, because of its birth in Lanzhou, China. This melon is a form of the honeydew melon and is very nutritious. The Balin melon is said to be a miracle fruit in improving digestion and for cooling the body down. The melon is said to grow within southern France and Algeria. 5. Banana melon. Banana melon in the outside. This melon appears to resemble an enlarged banana, hence the name banana melon. On the inside, the peach-orange color fruit flesh can be compared to that of a cantaloupe, but with less flesh. This melon introduced itself in the US in 1883 and has since produced a great number of seed catalogs. The banana melon contains a spicy sort of savory sweetness and has a fragrant banana aroma. This melon is said to have a longer shelf life than other melons, which makes it an ideal go-to melon. The banana melon is an heirloom and grows best within the northern region of the United States. 6. Bitter melon. Bitter melons with one sliced to show its cottony insides with seeds. Used in dishes within India and Asia as a vegetable due to its eccentric flavor kick. Bitter melon has bitter wild tropical taste and contains powerful medicinal benefits for weight and diabetes and as a digestion ailment. This melon is native to Southeast Asia and is grown in tropical climates primarily in the Caribbean, East Africa, Asia, and South America. 7. Canary melon. Canary melon, a bunch of newly harvested canary melons in the field. Canary melon. The Spanish melon originally comes from Europe, but more commonly cultivated in parts of Asia including South Korea and Japan. They are found to grow in tropic climates, and especially the region of San Joaquin. In the US, California and Arizona are where they are typically grown. While these melons are indeed sweet, the melons are also known for their mildly tangy flavor. 8. Camouflage melon. Camouflage melon, a juicy camouflage melon fruit sliced to show the pale flesh. The skin of this melon has an appearance and smell that resembles that of watermelon in likeness yet tastes like honeydew melon. This melon is also known as the Santa Claus melon or the Christmas melon due to its harvest season peak being during the month of December. They are grown in Brazil and Central America and within the US, Arizona and California. 9. Cantaloupe, American, Cantaloupe, American A sliced ripe American Cantaloupe. The American cantaloupe that grows within the U.S. is primarily grown in California, Texas, and Arizona, and Colorado. This cantaloupe, American, is said to in all actuality be a muskmelon, and not the original cantaloupe. High in antioxidants and vitamin A, this nutrient-rich infused melon contains a deep orange-pink flesh on the inside which is very thick and generous. This fruit is rich in antioxidants and makes for a versatile meal additive for salads and even ice cream. 10. Cantaloupe, European, Cantaloupe, European A succulent piece of sliced European cantaloupe. Noted to be the actual original authentic cantaloupe, this cantaloupe actually contains an outer green color skin as opposed to the brown color of what's known as the American cantaloupe. This cantaloupe is said to be less potent in flavor than what is known to be the America cantaloupe, which is actually a muskmelon. The European cantaloupe is more difficult to grow and therefore not found within the U.S. commercially. To find this authentic cantaloupe you will have to search for Europe, the Mediterranean, purchase seeds, or find a local farmer who grows them. 11. Casaba melons, Casaba melons, Casaba melons, a ripe sliced Casaba melon with white flesh. Is a type of muskmelon closely related to honeydew, but mildly sweet when compared to other melons. This melon is a type of winter melon and has a bright yellow or pale yellow hue to the outer skin. Casaba melons have an excellent shelf life and contain nutrients that are good for the immune system, heart, and brain function. Native to Asia Minor, they are grown in South America and the southwestern part of the U.S., primarily Arizona and California. 12. Casabanana, Casabanana, Casabanana. This thick elongated fruit is said to be within the melon family, but looks similar and tastes similar to a cucumber or squash. This South American melon grows under high temperatures and grows on a vine. Purple Casabanana favors eggplant in shape and color and has been cultivated in Latin America and within southern parts of the United States. The melon is said to smell like a melon, yet have a subtle banana flavor. 13. Charentais melon, Charentais melon, Charentais melon, a sliced piece of Charentais melon with a bright orange flesh. Charentais melon is a pleasant-smelling melon that originated in France in the 1920s as a refined variation of cantaloupe. Mostly grown now and days in the North African region, there are only a few select locations in the United States that offer Charentais melon production. 14. Crane melon, Crane melon, Crane melon. This unique melon is a melting pot of several different melons, which include the Japanese melon, Persian melon, ambrosia melon, and the white melon, developed by Oliver Crane in California. Due to its complex hybrid makeup, this fruit has a diverse taste and is even farmed in specific soil and farming conditions in order to yield the fruit that makes up this unique crossbred melon. This melon is a rare one that is not found in grocery stores due to its unique method of harvesting and does not have the shelf life in order to be distributed. Fortunately, Crane melon seeds can be purchased online for those who want to give a go at growing this complex variety. 15. Crenshaw melon, Crenshaw melon, Crenshaw melon, a large and juicy piece of Crenshaw melon fruit. This melon is another hybrid melon consisting of a fusion between the Persian and Casaba. The melon is a muskmelon engineered into several varieties which include the honeydew. The Crenshaw melon, like other muskmelons, originated in Iran and has been since cultivated all over including India and Afghanistan. This melon has a wonderful sweet flavor with a hint of spiciness. While the taste of this melon is fascinating, the fiery red-orange color of this melon is one of a kind with its vibrant appearance that is striking to the eye. 16. Cucamelon, 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 freshly harvested cucamelons in a bowl. This distinctive Mexican and Central American melon have the appearance of a tiny watermelon visually, but the taste of the melon is closer to a vegetable like a cucumber with a slight sourness that is similar to a pickle. 17. Galia melons, Galia melons, Galia melons, a whole piece of Galia melon with a couple of sliced pieces. This melon is the product of a wonderful marriage between cantaloupe and honeydew melon. This melon originates from Israel, is packed with a great deal of folic acid and vitamin B. With amazing healing properties, the Galia melon can assist with weight loss when incorporating into the diet. Galia melon is also known to promote kidney health and support the immune system as well as fight cancer cells. 18. Gac Melon, Gac Melon, Gac Melon, 3 pieces of Gac melon fruits with its leaves on a white background. This tiny-sized melon is found within parts of southern China, northeast Australia, and sometimes Thailand. The fruit has an odd name to match its peculiar appearance, which has a shape similar to a football but is deep orange with what looks like a wart-type thorny surface. The melon has a slightly tropical taste that can be described as a slight tangy sweet spiciness. This fruit is a hard fruit to come by with a short harvest season of February-December. 19. Golden Langkawi Melon. Golden Langkawi Melon, an organic farm of Golden Langkawi melon fruits. Golden Langkawi melon gets its name from its origin of Langkawi, Malaysia. This melon is also known as the golden honeydew melon, and its harvesting 35 days after the flower appears is indicated by skin color that changes from white to yellow. 20. Golden Prize Melon. Golden Prize Melon. This oblong-shaped melon has a rough yellow skin that is thick, with its inner contents a bright orange. The sweet taste and fruit of this melon are preserved due to the tough exterior of the skin. 21. Hami Melon. Hami Melon. Hami Melon 1.5 pieces of Hami melon with a yellow-orange flesh. Hailing from China from over 700 years ago is kind of musk melon that looks very similar to that of a cantaloupe. This melon is a nice subtle sweet, but if not ripened enough the sweet flavor tends to be less noticeable. This melon complements breakfast meals quite well, not only because of the taste, but looks good visually with its orange raw-looking flesh. 22. Honey Globe Melon. Honey Globe Melon. A close-up of a sliced honey globe melon with white flesh. This melon is a phenomenon in the category of melons with its superior ability to make a high count of natural sugars. The fruit smells of honeysuckle and has a shelf life of 7 to 10 days off the vine if kept in a cool dark area. The vines of this fruit are extremely durable and prevent early dropping of the fruit, which makes this melon yield a high harvest. 23. Honeydew Melon. Honeydew Melon. A honeydew melon cut in half to reveal its juicy insides. This is a musk melon that is at its sweetest when left on the vine until its sugar content is at its highest. When this melon is taken off the vine, it will no longer ripen to the point of producing more sugars. The melon is high in vitamins B6 and C and has a high count of potassium and fiber. 24. Horned Melon. Horned Melon. Horned Melon. Kawano Fuet, or horned melon sliced with juicy insides exposed. Also known as Kawano melon, is a fruit high in magnesium and vitamin C and has a prickly outer surface with the inner portions made up of a lot of seeds which are infused into the fruit itself. The inner flesh of the fruit contains a deep green jelly-like content, hence the nickname jelly melon. The fruit tastes similar to a vegetable but has a slightly sweet taste with slightly sour undertones. 25. Jade Melon. Jade Melon. Visually, the jade melon has a dewy soft-toned white color with a spring grass green coloration throughout the inside portion of the outer skin. The inner fruit is a soft yellow hue that contains a sweet flavor and crunchy texture. 26. Cantola Melon. Cantola Melon. Cantola Melon. A basket of delicious ripe cantola melons. This bitter-tasting melon is known as spiny gourd and is incorporated into many delicious Indian recipes such as soups and curries. This fruit is high in vitamin C and folate and is versatile when used in dishes. A popular dish to use the cantola melon in is to stir-fry and pickle it. This melon has a similar taste to bitter melon and high in fiber and vitamins. This fruit is also high in vitamin C and folate and is said to help with kidney stones. 27. Korean Melon. Korean Melon. A bright yellow with white stripes. Korean melon. Known also as the Oriental melon and comes from East Asia. This melon contains a white juicy fruit that is said to be difficult to harvest due to its vulnerable outer skin. The fruit's exterior is sensitive and highly susceptible to bruising and burns easily in the sun. The fruit is worth the hassle though, with its sweet savory taste that's similar to honeydew melon and pear. 28. Maroon Cucumber. Maroon cucumber. A bunch of maroon cucumbers freshly harvested. This small melon tends to vary in appearance as it can look like a small watermelon with spikes or a lime color with spikes. The melon somewhat resembles a cactus and has a taste that can be compared to a cucumber. This melon grows on a vine and comes from Africa, but has been cultivated in many places around the world such as Puerto Rico, Mexico, Dominican Republic, Venezuela, and the American Virgin Islands. The maroon cucumber can be found in the U.S., cultivated in Florida, California, Massachusetts, Montana, Georgia, Oregon, Texas, New York, Minnesota, Washington, and Wisconsin. 29. New Century Melon. New Century Melon. A close-up of a New Century Melon or Chinese Hami Melon. This melon comes from Taiwan and is a Chinese Hami Melon that comes from Hami, which is in northwestern China. This luscious fruit has a light orange coloration inside and is delightfully sweet with a 14% sugar content count. This fruit is noted for having a disease-resistant properties which make it great for planting. 30 Santa Claus Melon. Santa Claus Melon, the white insides of a juicy Santa Claus melon. Santa Claus melon is another name for Christmas melon. It is a winter melon that is derived from Spain and is imported from South America. This melon is in the muskmelon family and tastes sweeter than honeydew and cantaloupe. This foot-long melon looks a lot like a watermelon on the outside. 31 Select Rocket Melon. Select Rocket Melon. This melon originally came from New Zealand and has been cultivated all over. This fruit is usually a substitute for the more popular Sky Rocket melon, yet the fruit still is a tasty treat. This melon is said to have been engineered as a product from a Sky Rocket melon. 32 Sky Rocket Melon. Sky Rocket Melon. This melon takes 65 days to be harvested and has a which is white and green and webbed. This melon is not a hybrid and has not been genetically modified, but rather is a product of epigenetics. Originally packaged in New Zealand and distributed all over. You can find this odd melon in farmers markets in the US sometimes, and the seeds can be bought via the web for gardeners. 33 Sprite Melon. Sprite Melon. Sprite Melon. This sweet melon comes from Japan and is a result of a hybrid from the honeydew melon. This melon is said to be about 30% sweeter than every other melon and is compared to honeydew melon, but sweeter. It's a juicy fruit that is often eaten for dessert. This melon has been cultivated in North Carolina since 1990 and produced in the months of June to September in eastern North Carolina and can be found there locally at farmers markets. 34 Sugar Melon. Sugar Melon. Sugar melon, a sliced piece of juicy and sweet sugar melon. This is rather small melon from the cantaloupe family that has a 14% sugar content. The sweet melon fruit is the candy of melon fruits with its orange center that the significantly high sugar count introduces. The taste is like a sweeter cantaloupe with a creamy texture. This melon can be found growing in Texas and are located at Walmart locations in the United States. 35 Hami Melon. Hami Melon, one of the most expensive melons available for purchase. This tender sweet melon is worth every cent. The melon is a bright pale yellow when ripened, and melon has a high quality fresh taste that is unrivaled. Finding this melon can be difficult, but accessibility to Hami melon seeds are fairly easy to find online. 36 Valencia Melon. Valencia Melon. Valencia Melon, a bunch of Valencia melons for sale in the market. This melon has a dark forest green color with a white inner fruit color that has a creamy texture. This incredible melon is said to have come from Italy and has a resistance to most insects and rotting, which makes this melon have a great shelf life. The melon is considered a winter melon because it can be stored during winter all season. The fruit is very sweet with ginger notes. The Valencia melon is said to be another name for the honeydew melon and is grown in France, Algeria, and China. 37 Watermelon. Watermelon. Watermelon, a perfectly ripe and juicy watermelon. Native to West African, this fruit is a favorite among many places all around the world, including America. The fruit is made up of 92% water and has a sweet taste that makes it a refreshing appetizer during the summer season. Not only is this melon luscious and delicious, but it's filled with a ton of nutrients that the body needs to prevent illness. Watermelon is prevalent abroad in China, but can be found locally in the U.S., grown in Texas, Georgia, California, and Florida. 38 Winter Melon. Winter Melon. Winter melon, fresh unharvested winter melons. This melon is an obvious winter season melon, hence the name, and is a highly popular ingredient used in Chinese cuisine. The melon is a honeydew variety and has a generous size, but a rather bland taste. Although not the most flavorful of melons, when cooked into soups takes on a rather soft texture that pairs well with spices and adds well to dishes. This melon originated in ancient Egypt, but then made its way to Europe. Today this melon is grown in all parts of the world such as America, Asia, and Australia.